Hello, hi, I'm Johnny. My name is Grandstar and welcome to Balcony Chat. My first guest today is Phumi Mlambo, umsakazi.
Yeah.
How are you, Phumi?
The audience is feeling
we're in the Balcony Chat. We're in the Balcony Chat. How are you, Phumi?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good as Sam.
Fantastic shame, I can't complain.
And
so why did you bring me here?
Because you're my favorite radio presenter.
Yay!
The most hyper and most talented radio presenter. I'm so happy to have you as my first guest. She's my first guest. Umsakazi. Can you say that thing of yours?
Umsakazi.
Oh?
I don't even know what I say. I only know it when I'm on air. Do you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm on radio, then it's easier.
Okay, well, which radio station are you at?
Power FM.
Power FM.
Yeah.
Okay, where did you start first?
I started at Voice of It.
Voice of It?
Yeah, in 2013. And then I left for Power FM in 2015. So I did campus radio for 2 years.
But what got you to radio?
What got me to radio? I hated university. So I was really bored. Adverts, guys. I was legit bored. I was like, what the fuck am I going to do with my life? Right?
Yeah.
So then I went to campus radio to do it as a hobby because I didn't want to be adverts doing school only. So that's why I went into radio. So I got there and I was like, guys, I need to talk. I love talking. So give me something where I'm going to talk. And that's what happened. Then I auditioned and the rest is Power FM.
The rest is Power FM. Is it a big achievement to go in Power or?
No. Funny enough, no. I don't think it's my big achievement, but I think it is the highlight of my career. But I don't see it as my big achievement, but I see it as something that sort of defined me as a radio host, moving from campus radio to a talk show radio station with some of the biggest names. I mean, I'm surrounded by powerhouses who are a bit older than me and who've done so much for themselves, like Abu Iman Rapeti, Tavisto Dima, JJ Tabane, who's no longer at the station anymore, with like so many other powerhouses in the media industry who have built quite a name for themselves. So I think because of association, it definitely is the highlight of my career, but not the biggest achievement. No, I wouldn't say it's.
So do you want to see yourself into another radio station or something?
I don't know what the plan will be. I never know really like what the plan will be, but I mean, I obviously do want to do like a daytime radio. I see myself in daytime or in the morning or in the afternoon. Right now I'm doing 10 to 2. Must tune in 10 to 2,
like from
Friday,
at night,
Saturday. So when you're out, it's going to Groove 10 o'clock at 10 p.m. to 2 in the morning. So I'm just the party starter basically. Like I'm on the road making sure that you're hyped up on the mountain.
Yes. Yes, talking about the thing is the big names in Power FM. So where do you see yourself?
Where do I see? I see myself at Power FM.
Yes.
What
Which slot do you want to see yourself
at Power FM? Lunchtime would be nice. Lunchtime would be nice, or weekend breakfast as well. Weekend breakfast would be really nice. It's the kind of show that I would want to do. Well, the show that Maschaba used to do back then, 7 to 9 p.m. It's about life. It's a live show. So they speak about health issues. They speak about spiritual stuff. They speak about sex. They speak about men. They speak that show. Yeah, that kind of a show, like the show that Mapaseka Mokweli does on Kai FM. That kind of texture of a show. Yeah, that's definitely the kind of vibe that I would love to do.
But do you face any challenges in the Power FM?
Do I face challenges at Power FM? Let me think about it. The biggest challenge would be to better myself. Because I'm one of the youngest radio hosts there, and I work with people who are extremely talented and who've done so much for themselves. So the challenge really is to constantly be the better version of myself. That's the one challenge that I'd say I face.
Yeah, you heard a lot about Mpumi Mlambo on Power FM. Moving on, remember?
I'm a mom, guys. To
son,
the
daughter.
Most gorgeous son ever. My son is, look, you know, mothers always say, my son is very cute, I have such a beautiful baby. No, my son my baby is beautiful. You must follow him at Baby Ngwane on Instagram. He slaps.
Oh, he has an Instagram page already.
He's got an Instagram hand. Yeah. You must follow him on Instagram.
What is his real name?
Baby Ngwane.
His real name?
His real name is Mpumi Mlambo.
Talking about him, who's his father?
The dad. Oh, the dad. His name is Ntlatla. He's a sweet guy, a cutie, a sweetheart.
Where did you meet him?
At the Great Dane, guys. Can you believe I met?
Tell me about it. Is the one from Bramfontein?
Yes, Great Dane. Guys, you mustn't underestimate the Dane. I met him at the Great Dane through a friend, and we hooked up. We had a good time. We liked each other, and then we made a baby.
How many years have you been dating?
This should be our fourth, if I'm not mistaken.
Fourth. And how old is Tutu? 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Are you happy?
I am happy. I mean, relationships are fucking difficult.
Yes.
Let nobody tell you otherwise. Relationships are hard as a dick. But I'm happy. I'm really happy. I'm happy. I wouldn't have it any other way. It's not a perfect relationship. A lot of people will tell you like that their relationships are like perfect, they're amazing. It has its ups and downs, but the ups overweigh the downs. And I'm happy. Yeah.
And the bond with your child?
The bond with the Tutugo, we're really close. I'm like his shoulder to cry on. Like if he needs company, if he needs somebody to hold him, to touch him, because he loves a lot of attention. He loves being caressed. He's a needy child, so he definitely knows that he gets that kind of affection from me. I'm a fantastic mom. I don't need anybody to tell me that. Like I do everything that my mom couldn't do for me for my son. I do better. If I see my faults as a mom, I always try to do better. You know, yeah. So yeah.
He's like you said, Mama, I don't like you. But I'm gonna mix the questions. I'm gonna also talk about ask you about Kantla. So Kantla, been dating for 4 years. Do you see yourself getting married to?
I do. He's my best friend. He's like a business partner, a best friend, a lover. He's also a brother. He's family. He's everything. So I do see myself with him until I grow old and wrinkly and all of that. So yeah, definitely, without a doubt, I see him in my future.
Is it cool that you are represent? Obviously, it's like you are famous. You're well known. You go gigs and all that. Is it cool with that?
He's okay with, he's okay, he's supportive. We're the opposite. I mean, firstly, the question that he's cool, it's not up to him to be cool really, but maybe what I could say is, does he understand my kind of work, the work that I do? Without a doubt, he definitely understands the kind of work that I do. But obviously, because we're two different people, it took a bit of time in adjusting, because he's never been with anybody who's in the media industry before. But he's come to love it. He's come to understand it and accept it for what it is. So he is cool with that. Yeah.
Where are you from?
Okay.
Where were you born?
I was born in Johannesburg, Joburg Gen. Okay. That's where I was born.
So you're a Joburg person?
Not really, actually. I was born in Joburg Gen.
Yes.
But I grew up in Orange Farm in the Vaal.
Okay.
It's just next to Spokane and Everton, those sides. I spent most of my life there. I went to school there. I went to a primary school there called Zonkizi's primary school. And I did high school just around the area in Indonesia South. That's where I did my high school. I also spent some time in Soweto because my mom is from there. So I've also spent some time in Soweto. Kotali. Shout out to everybody from there, by the way. That's where I had my first boyfriend. Yeah.
You still have your both parents?
I don't. My dad is late. My dad died 10 years ago, actually.
Sorry.
Yeah, 10 years ago. I lost my dad while I was in matric. About to write my exams, my matric exams. It was the most difficult thing I'd ever went through. Yeah, but I'm okay now. I've healed. I'm okay. Yeah.
So is your mom supportive about your work?
My mom doesn't understand what I do, guys. Like she's just she's like, what the fuck? You're shooting? What? Like my mom still thinks I need to get a real job. She actually wants me
in an office.
You know, are you gonna get an office job? I can't wait till you get an office job. I'm like, babes, the studio is the office, babes. Like there isn't any other. But like, my mom does not understand what I do, and I think because she's 65, and she's never been exposed to the media industry and doesn't know anybody else around her who's done this for a living. Like for mom, it doesn't make sense that I'm going to shoot with Foschini, for example. I did a campaign with Foschini while I was wearing their clothes, and I got paid for that, for just wearing their clothes and going to a party. Like that's the generation we live in, but they don't understand that. But I think I need to take it upon myself to actually drag her into my life and say, this is what I do and this is how I make my money. She doesn't understand it. She actually thinks it's play. Like, it's Bopes. It's Bopes. Like, I'm like, the babes, this is it. This is what it is. Good job.
But she doesn't understand. There's an income at the end of the day.
I mean, we are born because I don't come home and be like, no, you know. So, but she's very supportive. I mean, she was supportive from.
Have she ever like listened to your show
on the radio?
Absolutely. And voice.
Yeah, and called everybody in the hood. Yeah, it was Mpumi
That's cool though.
Yeah, that's very cool. Like, Mpumi, can you tell le mang le gok tutu, can you tell le abdi eriki, visa bona, and then I have to send the shout outs.
Talking about calling names, I think you've done ads.
Yes, I have.
And you're still young, I'm sure.
Yes, I did. My very first ad was with Kanyibao and Kele Kumalo.
Big names.
Dude, because God was just like, you know, yeah. So it was with Kanyibao and Kele Kumalo. Actually, that's like the biggest ad I've ever done. Apart from voiceovers, because I also do voiceovers, but that's the one ad that everybody will forever remember, because I was just that girl who was shocked to see Kanyibao and Kele Kumalo walk together into KFC, and I was just like, what the fuck? And it just made people laugh. People were really excited. I mean, I was excited. I mean, I was young. I think I was like 16 or 17, getting paid just to also act shocked to see celebrities that are in a rivalry together, whatever. But
and
yeah,
how did the environment feel going home and be a celebrity?
So it's very tricky because I know you hear this all the time. I don't feel like a celebrity and I don't feel like I'm a celebrity or whatever.
In that stage,
I do believe that I'm a media personality, but at home people obviously, I mean, growing up Orange Farm, they haven't seen that many people apart from Bougie, and I can't think of anybody else out of my hood who has made Ntando Duma of late. Yes, Ntando Duma, who they've seen on TV. So in my section, definitely they were just like, oh my gosh, that's a girl who's on TV. But that wasn't actually the first one. The first one was Sokuli and Partners that actually sort of introduced me into the industry. That was big. It was on SABC1 at 8:30, if not 9 o'clock. And I was still in high school. I was in grade 11, and I was on TV almost every day. Yeah, and that I think was the one where people were just like, oh my gosh, actually, like, this girl is on TV and she's from my hood and we take a bus together to schools, you know. So that was the one that was like really, yeah, the introductory, and people at home were like, yo, shout out, home girl, you're doing it.
You're doing it. But to give back to your community, especially in Orange Farm.
Yes, so you were there.
Oh, yes.
Remember, we had a seminar called Generation Achievers, where we brought everybody who is and was in tertiary doing different kinds of careers. Others were engineers. We also had Ntabo Dlamini. We had Dino Bendila from Mail and Guardian. We had some really cool, dope people to really go speak to the kids at Masbamban College, which is a high school around Orange Farm. It's a private school where the kids really have potential to grow and become better things. And one of the things that I'm really proud of is that somebody actually who was a part of the seminar ended up going to Wits because I brought Witsies there to really inspire and motivate. And yeah, Kagiso is now at Wits studying, and when we did the thing, she was in grade 11. She got really motivated to go to law, and so I do give back to the community without a doubt, and not for media purposes, but just out of the fact that nobody was there to motivate me, so I want to motivate other kids. Yeah.
Speaking of university, where did you attend?
So I'm a UJ dropout.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to UJ. UJ was really fun, but I basically did not attend school, and I was a rebel at UJ. So I went to UJ.
When you dropped out, what were you doing?
I was doing what the fuck was I studying? Because I was drunk the whole 2010. I don't even remember.
And I think that's where you met Tanta.
No, I didn't meet Tanta at UJ.
No, I mean on that.
Yes. So, but I I dropped out at UJ in 2010 because I wasn't in class, and then I went to Wits in 2012 to go study BA in Industrial Psych and Media Studies. And that went fantastic. That went really, really well. I also did my postgrad in applied drama and theatre, so not just a motherfucking pretty face. Yeah, not just a motherfucking pretty face. So I started doing DJing last year. It's the worst. I suck. So I need to really polish up on my skills. I really suck. I'm gonna be honest.
Just the way you see, I can see the zinc in you. I can see the
yeah. I just need to focus on it a lot. Like really put in the work behind the scenes and make sure that I'm really perfect before going out there to play. I mean, I'm hard on myself. I say I suck, but I can play like for a couple of people. But once I'm in a huge crowd, then I get stage fright and all of that, and I sort of like shrink in and I fuck it up. But I'll work on that, and as soon as I'm ready, I'll unleash
What mostly are you into, hip hop or house?
Goodness, that's another thing that I've been struggling with. So I grew up with house. I love house. I'm a house music fan, especially soulful house. But I'm slowly but surely liking grown and sexy hip hop R&B kind of sound. So like a Teleman kind of a sound, Shekana kind of a sound. Who else can I think about? Like D'Angelo, Dwele, there's those kinds of vibes, like R&B that's like also like falling into hip hop and all of that, like very common as well. So those are the kind of like sounds that I really, really love and I'm into. So I think once I've polished up, that's where I'm gonna go in terms of sound. Yeah.
It was lovely to have you in my show today.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Guest.
When is my snack t-shirt coming?
Oh yes, next song.
And some more fire. I need some more fire too. 6-pack.
You need that energy.
To dash.
Okay, coming to dash. Do you drink?
I love alcohol. What do you mean?
Do you smoke?
No, I don't smoke. No.
I'm gonna have some like certain questions that I need yes or no.
Okay.
Do you smoke?
No.
Drink?
Yes.
Vow or Power FM?
Power FM.
Radio or TV?
That's so unfair. Okay, radio, because I started there. That's unfair though.
Gonna be pissed now. Tanta or Tutugo?
Tutugo.
Okay. UJ with it.
What? Obviously, first. I mean, hello, amalgamate.
Do you have friends though?
I do. I've got you. You're my friend. Grand Star's my friend. And I also have It's Amazing Momo as a friend. I'm very close with Momo. I'm pretty sure you've seen Momo everywhere I go. Literally like always in my armpits. I could probably take, wait. Mo! Okay, no, not today. Okay, I get kind of I'm friends with Momo. I'm friends with a lot of people. Nkanta as well. Nkanta Tim Kulu. Mindlanta, I'm friends with Mindlanta. He's actually like my bestie. And who else am I friends with? A lot of people. I do have friends. Dineo, Sohaba.
I'm sure you have a lot of friends.
I do. But also like I have a lot of friends, but I also don't have a lot of friends. Like I'm very protective of my place. I'm private. I'm extremely private. As much as you'll know everything about me, whatever, but I'm very private. I do not let people into my circle very easily. So I've got specific kind of people in my corner, like that I really love.
Do you have supportive friends?
I do. Oh my gosh, I cannot tell you how blessed I am. I've got supportive friends. Like if I'm like, friend, this is what I need, I don't have this, whatever, they're always there to my rescue to help me out whatever way that I can. And I'm also equally the supportive friend. So that's one thing that I've always wanted. That's one thing that I've always wanted to work on myself, to become a supportive friend, and I'm glad that I'm that. Like I'm really glad. It's fulfilling. Guys, you must support your friends, hey? Yeah.
That's how we grow.
That's how we grow, yeah.
Thank you so much, Mpumi. Umsakazi Mpumi Mlambo, all the way from Val. She's my first guest at Balcony Chat. I'm so loving it. That's how she is. Okay, on the social media, or where can we get you?
At Mpumi Mlambo 2, that is the number 2 on Twitter. And Mpumi _Mlambo on Instagram. Phumi Mlambo on YouTube, Phumi Mlambo on Facebook, like on Facebook, and you can't slide into my DMs. I'm really sorry.
It's just taken by treasure. Yeah, thank you so much to tune in and Park in the Chest. My name is Grant Star. Powered by More Fire.